What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Mathews back at it again with another hometown take. Today I'm talking about the Atlanta Hawks, even though I got my Atlanta Falcons gear on, you feel me? We talking about the Hawks in this video because, they done won 5 in a row. Count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row for the good guys, you feel me? And we're going to break it all down. The Hawks get a big home victory over the New York Knicks tonight, 139-124. The Hawks are winners. And again, like I said, extend their winning streak to 5 games in a row. Also, with the Knicks losing, because the Knicks were ahead of us, and that's why I said in that Mavericks game, that Mavericks post-game reaction video that I did, this was going to be a big game because the Knicks are ahead of us in the standings. Now they're only a half game ahead of us, and the Heat are also only a half game ahead of us as well. So all that means is that we are only a half game out of 6th place in the East, and that is significant because obviously the top 6 don't have to participate in that NBA play-in bougie. You just go straight to the playoffs, you feel me? So big game because we are now only a half game out of 6th place. A lot of games to go, but still, that is significant. Big win for the Hawks tonight for a couple of reasons. And we'll break everything down. We're going to talk about it all, but you know we got to handle some business first. So make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, check out the link down below. To buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel, help fuel the Atlanta Hawks to some more wins and to keep the winning streak going, you feel me? Trying to make it 6 in a row tomorrow, technically today, because it's after midnight. So technically today against these Charlotte Hornets, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. So buy me a coffee if you can help fuel this channel. Turn on your notification bells as well so you get my content as soon as I drop it, you dig? But let's go ahead and get right into it. Again, Hawks win 139-124 over the New York Knicks, and both daddies of the New York Knicks showed up tonight. Trae Young and Dejounte Murray. Great game by the duo. So we had 29 points for Dejounte Murray, 12 assists. He had 6 rebounds as well, 3 steals. He was swiping them tonight like he is every night. Trae Young, a good night as well, 27 points. He had 6 assists, a steal on his end as well. It was a nice steal by Trae Young too. Rip took the cookies to Julius Randle, and he had a rebound as well. So 27 and 6 for Trae Young with a steal, 29, 12 assists for Dejounte, 6 rebounds, 2 of them offensive, 2 as well. Dejounte 14 and 25 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Trae Young 27 points again, 9 of 21 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. So 3-point shot wasn't going. He did get to the free throw line 8 times, made all 8 by the way. And Dejounte, I mentioned 14 to 25 from the field. He was getting into the free throw line, into his little mid-range spot close in, kind of, you know, the beginning of the paint area. He was getting to that spot at will, and he was knocking them. Dang. He was just automatic from there tonight, and I love how he gets to his spot, takes his time, and knocks it down. I mean, he was dominant tonight. Really, really dominant. And again, Trae Young, he had more points tonight, but still, I like the facilitation that he and obviously Dejounte Murray showed, but especially from Trae Young, I like the facilitation. I liked most of the shot selection. Some of it could have been a little bit better, but, you know, he was going to try and hit some logo threes against the Knicks. So some of the shot selection could have been better, but most of it was good. I was impressed with the shot selection. I was impressed with the ball movement again by the team. 6 Hawks in double figures. We'll go over them here in just a second. But again, impressed with the distribution and the facilitation by Trae Young. Pretty impressed and satisfied with the shot selection. The decision making was good as well. He did have 4 turnovers, but for the most part, I like the way Trae Young and Dejounte Murray played, and I like the way the team played. They played well. So let's get into this box score here real quick. John Collins had a solid night, 17 points, 9 rebounds for JC, an assist, a steal, a block for John Collins as well. 20 points for DeAndre Hunter. He had the 3-point ball going pretty well. 3 of 7 from 3, 7 of 11 from the field for Dre. Clint Capella, 7 points, 9 rebounds, 4 of them offensive rebounds, 5 defensive rebounds. So good night for Clint. He got some big baskets, obviously some big rebounds. Already mentioned it, Trae Young, 27 points. Dejounte Murray, 29 points, 12 assists for Dejounte as well. 3 steals. Good night for Dejounte and Trey, or Dejounte, as we will call them. Off the bench, Onyeka Okongwu. Clint got the start tonight, by the way. Onyeka had been starting, and Clint had been coming off the bench because we were obviously, the Hawks were working Clint Capella back from that injury, that calf strain. But Clint Capella got back in the starting lineup tonight. Onyeka Okongwu, so came off the bench. 14 points for him, 7 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds for Double O. He got a lot of great offensive rebounds, good hustle rebounds, putbacks. Double O was big tonight. Loved the way he played. AJ Griffin only had 3 points tonight, but he made a big 3. Jalen Johnson made a big 3 as well. Bogey Bogdanovic struggled early on with the 3-point ball. Found it a little bit later. He finished the game with 14 points, 6 of 12 from the field, though. He was good from mid-range. 2 of 8 for 3 for Bogey as well. Aaron Holiday finished the game with 5 points. So the Hawks also, there was no defense played in the first half. Really, maybe the first 2.5 quarters, fourth quarter, and the end of the third quarter, the Hawks started playing some defense. But up until that point, there was no defense really being played. And the Knicks, give them their respect. They were shooting lights out. At one point, they were shooting 80% from the field. They were like 24-30, something ridiculous. Obviously, they came back down to earth, and the Hawks actually started playing better defense. But nobody really went crazy. All the starters did get in double figures, and Emmanuel quickly did finish with 11 points. Julius Randle did have 32, so he had a good game. RJ Barrett had 23, so it was solid. Sims had 12, Brunson had 19, Quentin Grimes had 10. But again, they started off hot. We dialed it in, and we kept up. Got to give credit to the Atlanta Hawks offensively. They kept up because they got good shots and had good ball movement at will. And we'll get into the team stats here in a minute. But they stepped up defensively when they had to, because the Knicks did come out hot shooting, and the Hawks did not play well defensively at the beginning. Cam Reddish, guess what? Didn't play. It was his first time coming back to Atlanta since the trade, and he was a DMP. Cam. Yikes. Obviously, he's trying to get traded again, so shout out to you, Cam. But the Knicks, get this, shot 59% from the field, 43% from 3, and they still lost. Lost by 15, too. So you love to see that. Hawks didn't shoot so bad at themselves either. Shot 56% from the field, 38% from 3, and 87.5% from the free throw line. They only missed 2 free throws, 14 of 16. Knicks, if you're wondering, 13 of 17 from the stripe. So good win for the Hawks. And again, a lot of it because of how they played as a team. If you look at the assists, 27 and 27. So both teams moving the ball well and scoring a lot of points. Hawks got some big steals. They had 6 steals to the Knicks 5, 4 blocks as well, some big blocks at the end. They turned the Knicks over a lot too. So even though the Knicks shot well, the Hawks forced a lot of turnovers and got 15 points off those turnovers, to the Knicks only having 12 points off turnovers. And what am I always talking about, y'all? Rebounding. The Hawks did a great job rebounding the basketball tonight, especially with Clint Capella back in the starting lineup. And Onyeka Okongwu did a great job as well, too. 39 boards to the Knicks' 34 rebounds, but 14 offensive rebounds. 14 offensive rebounds for the Atlanta Hawks to the Knicks 9, and it was square at 25 apiece. So the offensive rebounds came in clutch for the Atlanta Hawks, and that was the deciding factor in the rebounding battle, because they both had 25 rebounds apiece in the defensive rebounding category. So pretty square too, in points in the paint is 60. Hawks got the narrow edge, 62-60. So again, difference tonight, you got a lot of second chance points. They won second chance points. It's not on the stat sheet, but at one point, the second chance points were 17-7 in favor of the Hawks. That's a 10-point difference. Obviously, you won by 15. So that was a big difference for the Atlanta Hawks. Second chance points, turning the Knicks over, getting points off turnovers, winning that battle, and winning the rebounding battle as well in the offensive rebounding category. So great job for the Atlanta Hawks tonight, keeping the win streak going to 5 in a row. Again, love the way Dejounte and Trae played. Dejounte was really dominant, especially when Trae was off the floor and Dejounte was the main scorer. He did his thing, got to his spot, and knocked every single shot down, it seemed like, from that little free throw line in area. And he was golden tonight. Trae Young obviously had a solid game himself. So I love him when I see him for the Hawks right now. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the comments down below. And hopefully we need to keep this thing going. There's no reason we shouldn't keep this thing going. The Hawks, obviously, like I said, have the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow, and they should be able to win that game. And if you look at the rest of the schedule, it does get a little bit tougher, but you got the Bulls on Monday. You should win that game. You have the Oklahoma City Thunder. You're in Chicago on Monday, in Oklahoma City on Wednesday. You could win those 2 games. So you could win the next 3 easily, extend the winning streak to 8. Then you're at home, back at home, a quick homestand against the Clippers. Then you're right back on a West Coast road trip where you take on Portland, Phoenix, Utah, Denver, and New Orleans on the road. Then you're still playing West Coast teams, but at home in Phoenix and San Antonio. So then you get back on the East and you're playing some important games there. So some tough games coming up, but these next 3 are very, very winnable. Clippers will be a little bit tougher, but next 3 in the Hornets, the Bulls, Oklahoma City Thunder, very winnable games for the Atlanta Hawks. So hopefully we at least get this winning streak to 8 games. But let me know how y'all feeling about the Hawks in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, and check out the link down below. To buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel, help fuel the Atlanta Hawks to some more wins and keep the winning streak going, you feel me? But again, turn on notification bells as well. So Hawks win again, 139-124 over the New York Knicks. 5-game winning streak for the good guys. Until I talk to you guys next time, stay true to Atlanta, believe in Atlanta, go Hawks. Peace.